Good evening, and welcome to another episode of Randall's Comics and And time is flying by, and it's Wednesday already. Thank you for joining me for tonight's episode. Tonight, we're going to focus on a favorite series of mine when I was growing up in the 90s, and I'm talking about the X Files. I would love watching the adventures of X Files with Mulder and Scully just to see what kind of paranormal or alien or Loch Ness monster they were going to find that week. But anyway, the series did spawn a comic book series, and we're going to cover that tonight. The first series was published by Topps Comics and ran for 41 issues from January 1995 to September 1998, coinciding with the second through fifth seasons of the television program. In 1996, Topps published an X-Files Zero, an adaptation of I can barely read this, hold on, of the pilot episode in order to test the market for a series adapting the episodes of the X-Files TV series. The issue was successful, and X-Files Season 1 ran for 9 issues from August 1997 through July 1998. The series name was provisional, and Topps, in fact, intended to adapt every episode, but never got as far as Season 2. The series was written by Roy Thomas, who would create a first draft for each issue by working off of the editor's script, then watch the actual episode and modify his work to account for changes made on the set. Wow, attention to detail. All right, on that note, let's get into my X-Files collection, shall we? All right. Okay, and the first issue I have here is X-Files number 1. This is the second print. This is a numbered copy. This is X-Files number 1. Then we have X-Files number 1. This is the original number 1. This is the first print, not the second print. Mulder and Scully there. And of course, we have X-Files number 7 in my collection. And we have X-Files number 8. I really like these covers. These are some really good looking covers. And we have X-Files number 10. And last but not least, the last issues I have is X-Files number 12. Trying to get my thingamdilly up here. All right. Y'all keep looking over in that direction. Yeah, this is the last issue that I have of X-Files. Alrighty. So what do y'all think? Are y'all X-Files fans, or are a different kind of paranormal sci-fi series? Anyway, let's discuss that in tonight's episode of So like I said, X-Files, like I said, it could have been Twilight Zone in the 60s, The Outer Limits, Kolchak the Night Stalker. It's a really old one. Are You Afraid of the Dark? And those other series, Goosebumps. They all kind of delve into that little paranormal. Of course, we have X-Files and Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Tales from the Crypt. All these series kind of delve into the paranormal, the alien conspiracy, ghosts and goblins, Bigfoot, lurking in every corner. But anyway, so what do you think? What's your? Do you have a favorite, like kind of paranormal, uh, alien, Bigfoot series? Comment down below. Like I said, I had a few. X-Files is just one of them. And like I said, thank you for joining me for tonight's episode of Randall's Comics. And if you like tonight's episode, please smash that like and subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I release new content. And like we like to say on this channel, you know, increase the peace. And if there's some X-Files around, make sure you douse it with some fish grease. All right, you guys take care, and I'll see you next time.